What's happening, man? Boss Golf. Coming back to you guys with another, just another chat video for the day. Just gonna sit and talk with you guys. So for those that don't like the long-winded talks, or for those that, yeah, I mean this video is gonna be pretty long. So if you don't, I guess now's your time to bounce. I'm about to do my damn thing. But for those that stay, hey man, we gonna do what we usually does. Man, I've been on this bitch for quite some time now. Yeah, this is pretty good amount of time, and throughout the course of my life, I've had a lot of experiences, and with those experiences I've had the chance to learn from them all and grow from them all. And I guess it's one of the cooler parts about life, if you give a shit about that type of thing, is taking from every experience, the good and the bad, and being able to I hope I'm using this term in the right way, garner wisdom from them and apply them to future situations in your life, or to pass it on, pass the knowledge that you gain from that on to other people so that they might learn from it as well. So they don't have to, it's kind of like one of those things you learn so other people don't have to go through the same bullshit that you did. Blah blah yada yada. But anyway, man, I'm gonna say some things, and then I'm gonna always say I'm gonna get the fuck off this video. But whenever I say that, I'm on this bitch for a prolonged period of time. So I'm just gonna speak, and it'll end when it ends. But first of all, I want to say, and this is for my, y'all call yourselves my day ones or whatever, anybody that's been watching me for a long ass time on this platform. If it ever gets to the point where you feel like me as a content creator has changed in a way, I don't know, a lot of people say, oh, everyone's changed, everyone changes. If I've changed in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, if I've changed in a way that makes you feel, you know, Boskov really isn't the same person that he hasn't been, I don't like who he's been, and it's not a person, and it's not somebody that is trying to progress and do things for the good, do me a fucking favor. Actually, no. Don't do me a goddamn favor. Do yourselves a motherfucking favor. And that button right down there, where's this shit? I'm trying to find this shit. It's right there. That button that's right there that says subscribe, I want you to click that bitch. I want you to turn the other way and never look back. I was thinking to myself earlier, I don't ever want to be thinking about the situations that happened within the past few weeks and the past months and the years. I don't ever want to be one of the people that people still support even after bullshit's already happened. I don't understand that mentality. That's the mentality of what a lot of people and myself call the diehard fanboys for somebody or something, that no matter what they do, they can do no wrong. I don't want to be that type of person. And I know I can't control people, but I hope to never like attract those type of people that if something were to go wrong, I'm not saying that something has or something will, but no one knows the future, right? And no one knows. Just no one knows. But just in case, like, do your fucking self a favor and just unsubscribe. Don't even fuck with me no more. I can't stand when people like, and sometimes it's genuine people that really like don't see the fault or the bullshit in the people that do wrong, and it's the people that always do wrong that take advantage of those people that still have, like, that still know, oh, they'll have my back so I can do this and this shit'll blow off. I don't ever want to be that type of person or have that type of fan base, or like have it feel like that's okay within my space, within here. That shit's not cool with me. So if there's ever a point in time from now, or if there ever was a point in time when you was like, you know what, Boss Coll's not cool anymore, just fucking unsubscribe. Like, that's not me being passive. That's me being like actual genuine. Just fucking do yourselves a goddamn favor. Don't even fuck with me. For you, not for me, for you. Shit, man, I should have brought a paper towel. Something else I want to talk about. I guess it kind of coincides. You know what? All this shit that I want to talk about in this video ties together. And the other thing is, if you're ever around someone in general, not just like whether it be YouTubers or whether you be watching someone like how you're watching me, if you're ever around someone that makes you feel uncomfortable in any type of way, like if you're ever sitting with this person, or if you're ever at an event, or if you ever just listen to somebody talk, I know how like there's nowadays there's like podcasts and VOD chats, and we got Twitch and live stream and things like that. And if you ever find yourself just sitting and thinking, you know what, I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's like that. It's like I don't know what it is, but there's something off about this person. Like, don't fuck with that person anymore. Or if there's ever like somebody in life that has ever like tried to make you feel uncomfortable, but does it in kind of like a covert way, or like a sly way, or uses comedy to lessen the blow, or like the whole JK effect. Oh, I'm just kidding, just joking. You know, like if somebody ever makes you feel uncomfortable, just do, like, once again, do yourselves a favor and say fuck you to that person and fuck off. Don't, like, you don't have to stick around these type of people. I've been watching shit go on, and not only my life, but in life in general, and like everybody within this past year has just been showing their ass, basically showing who they really are as people. And it's like, for the longest time, everybody, including myself, I've always thought, you know, especially given my past religion and what I used to believe in, I used to think that I would have to, these type of people that would do these things to me, basically called, covert bullying or whatever, picking at people. I used to think I would have to stick around these people or forgive them, because it was the right thing to do in the good book, or you know, it's what Jesus would want, or I didn't want to go to hell, so I would have to forgive my enemies, and basically the whole turn the other cheek thing. Don't put yourself through the mental jump rope of people like that. Don't put yourself through something where somebody doesn't respect you as a person, and knows they don't respect you as a person, but sees you as somebody who's a kind dude, or sees you as somebody who is a genuine person, or somebody, you know, who's loving and forgiving, and will take advantage of that to use you as the emotional punching bag. Whether this be a friend, a family member, you're in a relationship with somebody, it doesn't fucking matter. Because when it just boils down to a lot of people end up going back to these type of people. Probably because of the same reason I used to do the same thing. Or, you know, they'll change or whatever, blah blah blah, yada yada. Yo, if somebody, this quote has been thrown around so many times. If somebody shows you who they are the first time, fucking believe them. You don't have to deal with it. You don't have to play around with it, especially if it doesn't make you feel good. If you feel bad, like on the inside, or you feel negative, you don't get a positive vibe from this person after leaving their presence, don't fuck with them no more. If they don't respect you or the things that you care about, if they y'all get the gist. And especially don't be around these same people who sit there and say, oh, you're being sensitive, and everything is so goddamn sensitive nowadays, and you're just being pussy and blah 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 and yada yada and all this other stuff. damn sure those people don't even fuck with it anymore. You don't have to settle for that shit. You don't have to settle for that shit as a person. It's like I'm trying to find the words to say when it comes to this type of things. This is the first time, like, in a long time where I've actually sat and thought about this shit. It's almost like I'm talking to myself. I know you guys are gonna see this and everything, but it's almost like I'm talking to myself as well, because I have to remind my goddamn self, you don't have to tolerate it. Just like the people who are assholes to you, just like the people who disrespect you and the things that you care about, you're human too. You live on this planet too. You have just as much right and will to live as the assholes who are disrespecting you and who feel like they can treat you any old kind of way because they know that they can get away with it, or they know that they can elicit a response or some type of shit. Just find out how to change your situation and eliminate those people from your life. You don't need it. You don't need it. And I say this because they always say it's somebody, at least one other person on the planet who's going through the same shit you either been through, or you're going, or the shit that you're going through right now, somebody else is going through it. And it's like, I've stuck around people like that, and it's not worth it. There's supposedly over 7 billion people on this planet. There's at least one other motherfucker who actually, wants to give you, as a person, the care that you feel like you deserve as a human being on this planet. If you have to sit and you have to wait for that person and work on yourself, then do that. Don't listen to people say, oh, you have to settle, because if you don't, you'll be lonely for the rest of your life. Fuck that, and fuck people who say shit like that. Don't. No. Shit, it's not worth it, man. It's not. Trust me. I can't even say trust me because I don't expect you to actually trust me, but I'm just saying, based on my experience and based on the things that I've been through in life, it's not worth dealing with people like that. And after all of these years of living, I see that shit now. Sometimes you think, he's like, why, I actually was sitting thinking to myself this morning, why did you stick around this person? Why are you still why are you fucking with this person? Why would you, when you see them for who they really are? And it used to suck to think this way. It really did. It used to suck to think this way. But I'd rather be lonely. I'd rather walk this bitch alone than ever again surround myself with people who really don't give a fuck about me, or who don't respect me and the things that I actually care about on this planet as a human being. I hope that at least makes at least one person think. There's a lot of bullshit going on, and everybody now and then needs some words of encouragement. And that goes into the next thing I want to talk about, and this will be the last topic for this video. We're making good time. So y'all like Boscoff True. I know it's some people on this channel that like Boscoff True Life Tales about the shit I be talking about sometimes. I got a true life tale for you, and it's something that I hope will, it's just something that I hope you enjoy, just as any other video. So when I was in high school, I took business and accounting. I took business and accounting, and within this class, the teacher that led this class, at the end, it was either at the end of every day she would give us something to a message to think about, or it was at the end of every week she would have us watch a movie or give us a lesson or a message that would have us think about things, think about life in a different way than what we've always thought about it. And it was this one message that always stuck with me, no matter what it was. And like, to give you an idea what it is, she would always teach about paying it forward. You know, doing acts of kindness for random strangers without ever expecting anything in return. And that type of thing always stuck with me. And the reason why she was like that, this teacher was all about that type of shit. She was the main, I don't want to say leader. She was like that basically the head honcho of a group called TASMAD, and it was an acronym standing for Take a Second, Make a Difference. And they were all about like leadership focus and leadership conferences and community service to other people and different shit like that. She was always down for stuff like that. So that was why she would give us, just to give you a basis on the type of person who she at least appeared to be on the outside. There was one message that she gave us that always stuck with me, and I want to pay that forward and share it with you guys because it was given to me. Not just because it was given to me, but I want to start paying things forward more, like doing shit without expecting anything. So the message was, she had during the classroom, or at the end of the class, she had brought in a bunch of toothpicks, a bunch of paper, I almost said paper towels, a bunch of paper plates, and some toothpaste. Like this one here. I'm gonna like this. So excuse me. Toothpicks, paper plates, and toothpaste. One can only fucking imagine what you do with random mundane items like that you can easily find at the dollar store or around the house. And so what had happened was she had us all go into groups of 2. And our objective before the class ended in these groups of 2 was to take this toothpaste just like this, and on the paper plate, either with the toothpick or however you felt like you were able to accomplish this mission, was to empty every single drop of toothpaste that was inside of this bottle onto the paper plate. She didn't tell us why, but we knew it was gonna be something. We knew it was gonna make sense, because once again, this is what this teacher was about. So me and this other partner, I don't remember who it was at the time, this was our objective. This is what we were striving for. Empty like, she was serious. Get every last drop. From like, you know how some parents and some families are like, don't fuck with the toothpaste from right here. Make sure you, from the very bottom, you empty that bitch out. And be dead ass serious. So that's what we did, and that's what we accomplished. Everybody accomplished that. It was one of the easiest things. All you could do is start from the bottom, bring it down. But to get every last cent, you would kind of take the toothpick, and you would just scrape the rest of the remaining insides onto the paper plate, and that'd be it. That'd be that. But here was the thing. After we got done emptying the bottle of toothpaste, the teacher told us, alright, now that you've accomplished the first objective, here's what you have to do next. I want you to take all of the toothpaste that's on the paper plate that you have now with your partner, and I want you to put it back inside of the bottle, of the toothpaste bottle. The one that you emptied. I mean, people, there were crunched up ones, there were ones that were rolled, there were basically any way you can empty a toothpaste bottle. They were sitting there, and we were expected, this is what the teacher told us, we were expected to take every toothpaste, every bit of toothpaste, every drop that was on the paper plate, and put it back inside the bottle. And that's what we shot for. But here's the thing, I'm gonna have to I had to light this again. Here's the thing. No matter how much you tried, no matter how much you would try, and I'm speaking about this from the perspective as if you were the one doing it, no matter how much you would try, it is, in fact, impossible. One of the things that's impossible, I'm pretty sure there's probably some futuristic way to do it or what the fuck ever. I don't think so. But it's impossible to get every single drop of toothpaste that you put on that paper plate back inside of this bottle. Not just because of the way the bottle was formed after you emptied it, but because you wouldn't be able, like there was absolutely no way, even if you put the bottle back into its original shape. We all know these things are manufactured and there's a special way to get them inside. You don't just open the cap and start putting toothpaste back in, because even if you did, there would still be some residual toothpaste left around the screw of the bottle. So like there'd be all of the stuff that was around the bottle. It's a paper plate, so toothpaste would stick to the plate. It would form, it would meld after time. And she really wanted it. She said every single drop, everything that you empty out of the bottle, put back into the bottle. It's impossible. And we sat there and she told us, well, what do you think this means? And here's what I thought at the time, not knowing shit about anything. Nothing. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, okay. Even being in a class where we learned shit at the end of a fucking business and accounting class, I was like, I don't know what the fuck this means. What do you expect out of this? And here's I don't know what you would call this, like an analogy or a metaphor or whatever. Give me a second. Here's the thing. The toothpaste bottle represented a person. The toothpaste inside of the toothpaste bottle represented all of the feelings, all of the things that make up a person internally, emotions, feelings, the way they feel about the world, the people around them, and things like that. Blah blah blah, yada yada. And we, as the people, squeezing the toothpaste out of the bottle represented somebody like you would call a bully, or somebody who only thinks about themselves and picks on other people just for the fun of it, get a laugh now, not think about the repercussions of it later. And so what we had to think about is, having dumped all that stuff outside of the bottle, basically the analogy was, you can take a person and you can empty out everything that's inside of them as a whole, as a person. But all that stuff that you emptied out of them, you can never put back inside of them. All of the emotions and all of the feelings and the way that somebody felt before you did what you did to them, to have them empty themselves, to have them feel empty on the inside, you can never, no matter how many apologies, no matter how many things you did to make it up to them, especially if you were the one that originally caused this, there was no way you'd ever be able to get all of that back inside of them or make them feel whole again. I don't know why, but this shit always stuck with me. That shit always stuck with me. And that's so true for life. And that's something that, in this video today, on this day, I sit and reflect my life and reflect all the shit I've been through, is I always tell you guys, and always, if there's anything you ever take from me on this channel and on this platform, is just to be mindful of other people out there in situations that they may be going through. And this is why when I see all these bullshit videos, and then I see all these bullshit apologies, it's like, and not talking about anything specific, just going off general shit, just going through shit in life in general. It's like people feel like they can hurt someone or they can do something to someone, and then just because you come back and try to make it up to them, that one act or those few acts after everything that's already been done is going to make it up to that one person. It's going to make them feel whole again. They're not. There's no way. I don't. You can try this shit for yourself, and if you actually do it, I will give you $1 million. I will give you it, and I know you will. No one can, without having like every single drop. Put it all on the paper plate. She made us wait a couple minutes, and then after the toothpaste is dried, then proceed to put every single drop back into that bottle. And even with the toothpaste that's not dried on the plate, you will never get all of that back inside. Every lesson we had with her, there was more lessons. There was like this cool game we played where it was kind of like Foursquare. There was a movie we watched. I believe the title was called "Pay It Forward." If that's not the title, it's something else. But it was the message of the movie was literally paying it forward. But this was the message that always stuck with me. Is the metaphor, analogy, or whatever you call it of the toothpaste. The things inside, you'll never be able to put it back in, and that's something that I want y'all to think about. I'm about to bounce. I'm about to enjoy the rest of this cigar. I just hope you guys out there enjoy the rest of y'all day. Enjoy the rest of y'all year. Well, thinking about that, try it for yourself. It's I don't know why it was you fucking know kids in high school, anything that's not actual work we get all excited about, so it was fun at the time, but it obviously was a deep enough message to at least stick with me. I don't know if anybody else ever remembers that. They probably won't. I don't know what the fuck anybody is doing in high school, or anybody is doing with the people that I went to high school with. I fucking hate when that happens. But that's it. I'm out of here, man. Y'all already know me. I hope in some way I made that make sense. Like sometimes I don't script this shit, so I have what I want to talk about in my head, and like I don't know, for some reason recently I've just been getting, like, I guess you would call it camera shots. So it's like my words bunch up, and sometimes I skip over what I went over in my head, what I want to say, but you get the gist of a message of being mindful about the things you say and do to other people and how that can affect them. And then with that being said, all of that stuff that you do to other people can, will, and does eventually come back to you. People call it the law of karma and try to put some like metaphysical meaning behind all of it. But if you actually think what karma is, which is basically just action and reaction, whether they have a good or bad consequence behind it, and you think about like the way the world moves in that type of fashion, it will make sense. I hope it makes sense. And if not for anybody else, then this video was for me. It's just a reminder. Something that I needed to hear again. So, I don't know, why the hell? Cherish the people who cherish you. Don't waste not another second on this planet worrying about somebody who probably never gave two fucks about you in the first place. With how many other people that live on this thing that we call Earth, there's at least one other person that's like you, that's for you. A lot of people say that all the time, but don't really think about it. So, you all can bounce if you want. It's my day today. I'm gonna chill. And remember this moment. Yeah. Oof.